Good morning, geeks and gamers. Welcome in. And yes, I did get some sleep. I was not on either stream last night. I canceled CobraCast, and I wasn't on the gaming stream because I was just exhausted. But we're back now. We got some sleep, and we're ready to go. And I can't wait to talk about Mr. Beast being dethroned for the most views in 24 hours. And all it took was Grand Theft Auto 6 to break the internet. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Jeremy. Yeah, and it didn't even happen the way it was supposed to happen. You know, it'd be one thing if everybody was sitting there waiting for 9 a.m. Eastern to drop and boom. But instead, that's not exactly what happened. Instead, we
No.
got, instead it leaked and Rockstar said, you know what? Fuck it. Watch it here, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. And yeah, we did have the stream set for 11 p.m.
That's my
It's
bad. That's my bad.
very easy thing to do because it defaults to PM whenever we set this up. And
So it doesn't default to PM, but whenever you set it up, it defaults to 2 hours after the time it is that you're setting it up. So
right.
if you're
Yes.
doing it at like 10 or 10:15, then it defaults
Right.
to PM. Yeah.
Yeah. So the default when we're setting this stream up for this time, it defaults to 11 p.m.
Usually, yeah.
And so, but personally, I think we should blame it on Jay. You're Barmy. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking we could just blame it on Jay. So
Probably. I think he sent me a message. It distracted me.
there you
So
go.
we can blame Jay for it.
Definitely Jay's fault. But yeah, so it's funny to watch the success of things like video games like GTA 6, Fortnite, and all these Nintendo titles. And Disney is just failing miserably across the board because apparently COVID. Okay, go with that one, I guess. It's amazing how bad they're failing. It really is. And yeah, there is a lot to cover in terms of all of that. And I do think that the GTA trailer probably would have had even more views if it wouldn't have leaked. It was funny how the whole thing did happen because I was on a Zoom call yesterday, and you had messaged me the leaked trailer, and then Rockstar tweeted out, they're like, our trailer leaked. Here, go watch it here. And then they dropped it earlier. I was interested to see how many people were going to be waiting at the moment that it dropped on YouTube. That would have been pretty interesting to see because I guarantee it would have been over 1 million, probably multiple millions, probably.
I imagine if we had got to like 9 a.m., it would have been several million people watching that. I don't think there's much doubt about it. I think when like a couple minutes after it got officially released, it had like 1.5 million likes, which obviously we saw it before. It had like 400,000 before we started. So I don't even know what the trailer's sitting at right now. It was 70 million a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
It's probably on its way to 100 million views in a less than 24-hour period. But listen, it's the anticipation is like that is the best thing this game has going for it, and it's the worst thing too. Because after all this time, people have a lot of expectations, and if it's not a fucking masterpiece, Rockstar is going to get lit up for it.
Yeah.
Now it's one thing if it's an 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, not a masterpiece, but it's going to be a different thing if people don't feel like it's a Grand Theft Auto game, right?
Yeah.
Some of the concerns that people have had about Rockstar not being Rockstar anymore, about removing some of the more edgy shit from it, like if we see any of that in the game in 2025, whenever the fuck it comes out, that's going to be a whole nother level of backlash for Rockstar. But as of right now, the trailer is almost exactly what we kind of said it was going to be here yesterday. I said it's going to be a lot of different shots, a lot of cinematic stuff of different areas, different things you can go to. Try to give you a different vibe of different parts of the city or the state, wherever the hell we're talking about. And then you'll get just a hint, a tease of your actual protagonist.
Yeah, and it does look phenomenal in terms of the cinematics. No one was disputing that. Everybody knew it was going to look great. It had a great vibe to it. It looked like Florida Man, the video game, in a lot of ways. I saw a lot of people making that comment, and I thought that was pretty funny. There are some really interesting takes online. I don't know if you've seen a lot of these, Ryan. I'm sure you've seen some of them, but like this one right here. I can't confirm or deny if this is Ryan's alt account or not. But right here, this tweet got a lot of traction. 100 miles an hour straight through the beach
Yes.
in GTA 6. That's what I'm most looking forward to. It's got 88,000 likes, dude.
Yeah, just like running people down there. It'd be perfect.
Everybody's accusing him of racism. And he's like, what do you say?
It's a beach.
There is no racist intentions. You've got to understand.
Yeah, yeah.
What to say about this? Look, man, I just don't. But I just.
And it's the same. As soon as I saw the beach, I said they're all dying. Wild thing to say. I was getting scared there for a minute. Look at that. Everybody who's played GTA's done something like this. Don't lie. It's the truth.
Yeah, it's like that video that got a lot of traction the other day when the guy went to the hospital and just started shooting up everybody. You know what I mean? Like, this is Grand Theft Auto. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're causing mass chaos and mass destruction.
Yeah.
Right? You play that, you spend all the time playing the, and then you know what?
Look.
Something happens.
Look. Oh no, bro. He goes, wait.
The dog.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, again, and this is Memology also tweeted something out. Let me see if I can find that one really quick. Yeah, right here. And this is the media spin on it right here. They want representation, they get representation, now everything's racist. Right here. Somebody said we waited 12 years for this. And then Memology tweeted out, he goes, can't wait for the media to cry racism because you killed an NPC of color. Mark my words, I am bookmarking this post. This is what's going to happen right here. There's going to be so many racism claims for how people play this game. Remember, what was that? Was it Red Dead 2? Where you beat the feminists? Yeah. And the YouTube actually took that video down. He got it put back up. Shout out to YouTube at least for listening, because it got mass reported by a bunch of fucking weirdo freaks. They took it down for violence or hate speech or some crap like that. And so the same thing's going to happen with GTA 6. It's going to happen.
It's actually interesting because 20 years ago, 25 years ago, the calls for like censorship and controlling what's in video games and stuff like that was definitely coming from the right wing. Mm-hmm. It's completely shifted over the last couple of years, right? Now it's, oh, well, you can't have this. You can't show women like this. You can't do this. You got to make sure there's equality. It's all this bullshit from the left now when it comes to video games and trying to control what's in them or not in them.
That is true. That is true. Brock is in the house. It says, remember to drink water and stay hydrated. Swig of water for the working man, Brock. Swig of water. Yeah, I fully expect that this is going to cause a shit show, though. I can't believe that tweet had 88,000 likes, though. Respect.
Right? It's the biggest video in YouTube history. Right?
Well, no, I meant that tweet though specifically, though. You know, I figure a lot of people will be too scared to like something like that. And it's like, if you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. It's GTA. You know what I mean? It's what people do. Hell, I didn't even all the weirdo freaks that hate on all of us. Like, I didn't even criticize anything in the trailer, and they're still mad at me because I basically said, like, I know that there's people out there that have concerns about them having a female lead in it, and you're valid in having those criticisms. I'm not a hardcore GTA player, so I'm not going to sit here and have I'm going to wait and see what they do with it yet. But overall, the trailer looked really good to me from what they were trying to accomplish. But I've being worried, 100% valid based on everything we've seen.
Really, all that trailer gives you is confirmation that it's going to be in Vice City. Vibes of, hey, you're gonna get to go like all these different areas of Florida, including like where Jeremy's from, it looks like. Right. So, but there's no gameplay. You know, we didn't get a single shot of gameplay. So as nice as it looks, there's no guarantee it's going to look like that while you play it.
Right.
But we got a long way to go, and a 2025 release date is not what a lot of people hope for. People were hoping for 2024, but yeah, 2025, and not even like a time window, just 2025. So we could be looking another 2 years.
Could be, could be. So overall, GTA 6 trailer is here. It is breaking records. It did exactly what a lot of people expected it to do, and now the waiting game begins for the whatever it's going to be. I guess we're still looking at I think it'd be late 2025, right?
Here you go. Let's see. 72 million views as of right now. Number one on trending.
It's probably over 100. It's probably over
Potentially.
100.
It might be lagging behind.
Yeah.
7.8 million. The ratio might work out.
Yeah.
7.8 million likes to 227,000 dislikes. But this is what Jeremy used on his thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
The image that Jeremy used on his thumbnail there.
Mm.
This is
I
like
should have used that one.
you should have. And these are all like some of these things are like straight out of fucking like wild viral things we've seen. Fucking get an alligator out of a pond. Where's that woman with the fucking hammer? Where was she? See if I can find it. Alligator going into a gas station.
Yeah.
It's Florida Man the game, dude.
It is. And I love it. I think it looks great. This is Jay's game right here.
This is Jay's game.
Yes.
Well, look who's back.
That lady with the hammer.
Oh man, it's Florida Man the game. It absolutely is. So I'm okay with that. So yeah, I mean, time will tell. I know that let me see if I can find it. I had another bookmark for it was Mr. Beast. It tweeted out, I think. He basically said I can't find it. But yeah, Mr. Beast basically said it broke his record for most views in a 24-hour period. So there you go. It is here. And now we wait. Like I said, I think it'll be late 2025 when it comes out.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it was like a March release or something. But either way, you're talking a long ass time.
They're going to take as much time as they need. They've proven that.
They already fucking have.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know, man. It's crazy. But that's like what you said, though, with the GTA Online dynamic. That's what's going to be really interesting, how they're going to manage that whole thing. You know what I mean? So there's a lot on the line with this game. And so to be fair, I think it's good that they took as much time as they have, because there is a lot. There's a lot on the line and a lot for them to have to weigh. There's a lot of factors they have to weigh because they don't want to screw up what their cash cow. It's a massive cash cow.
Yeah, the microtransactions for GTA Online make them an insane amount of money. Like it's absolutely fucking obscene. Like the amount of money they have made from GTA 5 has like increased at like an insane level, as opposed to like most games, right? Especially most first, player games, that you're going to have a massive surge that first year or whatever. And then it'll, trickle down. Maybe people that are your player base will dwindle, even if you do have some microtransaction stuff. This has been opposite. It's been like a big upward trend in terms of the money they make from that thing. So that is a lot to that's a lot to be like, all right, rip it up. Let's start a new one and hope that player base translates.
Yep. So we shall see. Okay, let's see who we got here in the chat. Hugh Mongo Sass says, Jeremy, is the Geeks Gamers backpack big enough to fit my butt? Absolutely. It 100% can fit your butt. And again, if you have not gotten the Geeks Gamers backpack, the 199 special edition, we will drop a link right there. Please go and consider pre-ordering. I don't know how many we're at, but the goal is to at least get to 199 possible. 199, and then we give away 10 for free if we hit that number. So we'll see if we can make it. Desirius says, did y'all see Dan Bass tweet about GTA? I don't think so. What do you say? You love it or hate it? I have to look that up. Blake Barrett says, can the backpack fit all the cash the Marvels made? 1000% it can do that. That it definitely can. Let's see.
He says GTA 6 trailer is the most un-GTA thing I've ever seen. Seems like GTA made by Ubisoft. RIP Rockstar.
Oof. That's pretty harsh.
I mean, I don't
know if there's enough there.
I don't think there's enough there to hate or love particularly.
Yeah.
Like you don't even see a fucking single second of gameplay.
Yeah.
To me, it's more about setting up the vibe and the atmosphere for the the location surrounding where this game's going to be.
That's
feels like to
true,
me.
but see, we got to remember though. We got to remember the cultural. Dan has claimed that the culture war is coming for gaming now, and so
True.
he's definitely Dan's always ahead of the curve on these things. So,
I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons to be concerned about Rockstar and what they might do in this game, but like nothing I saw in this trailer can tell me one way or the other.
yeah, I mean, at this point in time, I just don't know. Again, I'm not a massive player of the franchise, but I don't think there's enough there to really like make have a strong opinion yet. But maybe others that are a little more versed on those games are seeing it differently. Rustlin, where you been, Rustlin? How you been, man? For $9.99 says, what about pay per hour for GTA 6 online? What about pay per hour for GTA 6 online, Ryan? What do you think about that?
Can you say it again?
What about pay per hour for GTA 6 online?
Jeez, no, I don't think so.
uh,
I hope not anyway.
Kratos 2022 for $9.99 says lots of praise on the graphics. Could care less about graphics. It's GTA, all about it, the vibe and the gameplay. If they take out the dynamics that make GTA what it is, the graphics are meaningless. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about graphics personally. Like obviously nice graphics are cool, but it's not something that I'm driven by.
Let's watch the Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer from 12 fucking years ago, and we'll see what the vibe is.
Okay.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. Or the... I don't know, that thing. That magic. You see it in the movies. I wanted to retire from what I was doing, you know? From that line of work. Be a good guy for once. A family man. So, I bought a big house. Came here, put my feet up, and thought I'd be a dad like all the other dads. My kids would be like the kids on TV. We'd play ball and sit in the sun, but, well, you know how it is.
Honestly,
it feels exactly the same.
The GTA 6 trailer is better.
Yeah, but like the vibe in terms of
overall vibe, yeah.
A little tiny introduction to our protagonist, a little bit of action sequence of them like committing a fucking crime, but for the most part, just going all around, you know, the state and the city and all the different things that you might experience. Like it feels exactly the fucking same to me.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest, so I don't really know what maybe Dan's talking about other GTA trailers, but not sure.
I thought, yeah, they're both really good, but I think the GTA 6 trailer is even better. So, yep. Somebody said, "Ain't no way Jeremy said that." I fucking said it.
I don't know about if it's better. It feels. It just feels like better graphics.
It's got alligators and Florida people in it, man. Come on. It's got fucking redneck woman with hammers. Come on. Let's go.
That's true.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's close to Jeremy's like heart right there.
100%. And it's got black women twerking, motivating you to never mind, we'll just stop. So anyway, but again, overall, yes, the trailer looks very similar from the GTA 5 trailer. So we'll see. The internet has spoken, and they are definitely very excited for the next GTA 6.
Only 2 more years of arguing about how good this trailer was. Like we're probably not going to see anything else from this for like 8 months to a year.
Yeah, that's it.
This is what we got after 12 years. This is what we got. 90 seconds. So pick it apart.
That's right. Let's go. Welcome in, gamers. Welcome in. All right, Ryan, what do we got going on with Disney these days? That's what I'm curious about.
Bro, there is a massive scandal brewing for Disney. You remember, Jeremy? I mean, it seems like a lifetime ago, but do you remember when Disney decided that they were going to get political and go to war with the state of Florida over the parental rights and education bill because
Mhm.
Disney really felt passionately about protecting degenerate teachers' rights to sexualize kindergartners? Well, a lot of that blew up in their face. They got the whole Reedy Creek Improvement District taken away from them, all these special advantages that they had. And Disney and Florida have been in a long, lengthy legal battle. It seemed like Disney was willing to pull every shady trick they could to try to hang on to power there. And obviously, people thought, well, obviously, they like their advantages, they like the benefits, they didn't want to give that up. It looks like they may have been trying to hide a lot more than that because there are some new reports out there that are not good for Disney. DeSantis board accuses Disney of controlling previous one with gifts. And it's not just the DeSantis board, like we have in this headline. It's an independent audit that went in, an 80-page independent audit of all the financial things that have been going on with Disney and between Disney and RCID over the past several years. It is not good for them. Breaking, internal documents reveal a massive government corruption scandal between Disney and the Reedy Creek Improvement District. Disney effectively controlled local government through bribes, including Disney World passes not available to the public. And if it was just, a couple passes or whatever, you could say, okay, like that's not good, right? But, whatever, sliding a little here and there. It's even worse than that. There's some shit in here that is crazy to me, Jeremy, including Disney giving board members property that Disney owns, putting in their name for a year or two so they can sit on the board, and then taking it back. Getting people that they want in power, giving people and their families, essentially treating government employees like their own employees, getting them employee discounts, getting them free passes. And this is something that went on over a long period of time. So that the RCID board, so the Reedy Creek Improvement District, so that they would always think of Disney first whenever they did anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably why Disney was so frantically trying to hang on to this thing, including, you remember when they put that ridiculous thing in there, like the last minute, like something about King Charles or the King of England, like being woven into it, just bullshit that was never going to hold up in court.
Yep.
But now we might find out why it was like this.
Yeah, and I mean, this is, man, they've operated without any oversight for so long, and it's nice to see that obviously everybody knows I have my issues with Ron DeSantis, but I'm so happy that he's taken them to task on this, and it just continues to make them look bad. It's not isolated to just bad movies, okay? Like that's what this is why my big problem started with Disney. I've always been a fan of Disney and their theme parks and Pixar, Toy Stories, the Monsters Inc., the Finding Nemo's, even going back to Walt Disney himself. I've always appreciated what Walt Disney created. But when Lucasfilm was bought by Disney and when The Last Jedi came out, it was very obvious that this was something deeper was going on within this company. It wasn't about a bad movie. Bad movies happen. You watch it, you criticize it, you move on with your life. You know what I mean? When fans started criticizing Last Jedi, something different was happening, not just with Disney, but the overall entertainment industry. But it was all centered around Disney and the way that they responded to the criticism, which is something we have never seen. We've never seen the studio blame the fans for the bad product to this level. And as this thing has continued on, it's all within the theme parks. It's all within the company. We've seen the leaked Zoom calls, yada, yada, yada. And the more that you're going to peel the layers of this onion back, the more you're going to find out just how disgusting and corrupt they are. And so I'm happy we're getting all this information.
Yeah, here's a little bit of the breakdown. I finally found the spot that I wanted. The report lays out how even the democratic aspects of RCID were meticulously controlled by Disney. And first part of this report talks about all the promises Disney made when they made this deal with the state of Florida back in the 60s and how they didn't follow through on any of it, any of the stuff they promised to build. That's a whole different story. Board members, for example, were only eligible if they own land in the district. So Disney would temporarily deed plots of inaccessible land that board members could hold during the duration of their service. That's wild.
That
Like,
is wild.
that is crazy. They had that type of relationship with people that they wanted to get on the board and forfeit it back to Disney at the end. The company even continued to pay the property tax for the board members. The system ensured the board would be responsive to Disney's preferences and would serve Disney's interests, creating the potential for corruption. The financial audit appears to uncover areas where corruption may have existed, as well as potential tax fraud. A forensic accountant found Disney treated district employees that were supposed to be regulating it like employees. Reedy Creek Improvement District were treated to benefits such as complimentary annual passes for themselves and family members, as well as steep discounts on products and related services such as Disney cruises. The report states that showering gifts and lavish spending on RCID employees created the impression that these employees worked to achieve the interest of Disney, not the district or other property owners. So all of this came out yesterday. I imagine this is going to be a very, very big story.
Yeah, and will the mainstream pick it up? More than likely not. They should, but there's going to be a lot of people on YouTube that are going to be talking about this and breaking this down. And again, fans are always right. Fans, when they have their opinions and they have their valid concerns, you can tell you can tell who a company is and what they're about based on how they respond to fans' concerns. And when you start seeing them lash out like Disney has, again, what have I said 1,000 times about this? I'm going to repeat myself for the 1,000th time or the millionth time. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. When you see people projecting this hard by blaming everyone else and calling everyone else terrible, no normal person does that. Normal people don't project that hard. Normal people don't have that moral superiority like that. They just don't. The people that have moral superiority typically are people that are trying very hard to make you look away from what they are doing. They're trying to get your attention moved in another direction. All of these horrible fans, they're toxic, they're racist, they're alt-right, they're terrible people, and they need to be eliminated. And like when you see that type of behavior, there's a lot more that they are trying to make you look away from. And Disney, we're seeing it point blank that they have had so much that they've been hiding. Why is Bob Iger not being held accountable for this? I don't know. Time will tell. Maybe he will be, but that's where.
Well, all that happened under Chapek,
so,
you know.
Yeah, but you got to believe, dude, that all of this was going on. Bob, you don't fundamentally change the company that quickly. And do you think Bob Iger wasn't pulling the strings still?
I mean, he was there. I don't know how involved he was with stuff, but he was there. He was the chairman of the board. So
Yes.
like nothing happened. Like nothing happened at the company during that time that was like outside of really what his interests were.
It's the equivalent of, and I'm not going to take this too political, okay? But Joe Biden's not running the fucking country, okay? Spoiler alert, okay? Just like Bob Chapek wasn't running shit. There's no way that you're going to make me believe that Bob Iger, I've watched this man be a politician for as long as he's in the CEO. I've watched him groom people to take over his position for years, only to fire them because they didn't have what it takes. And then for him to just step away suddenly like that is not consistent with the Bob Iger. I know Gary calls him the weatherman. Okay, he's a manipulative piece of shit is what he is. He's a politician. He's an evil fucking manipulative piece of shit. That's what he is. And there ain't no way that he just stepped away and let Bob Chapek take over and run the company of this stature. There's no way. There were things where Bob Iger was meeting with Gavin Newsom about the whole thing after he stepped down to talk about the problems in California and everything like that. Bob Iger was always running shit, dude. I refuse to believe that Bob Chapek was a real leader. I refuse to believe it. But, you know.
Yeah, it clearly was a fall guy for COVID, and now Bob Iger is blaming all the problems. He has that to fall back on. Regardless of some of these things were in production when he was still there, regardless of whether a lot of these policies or executives that were hired or diversity initiatives that were launched were while he was there, he now has that to fall back on. And I don't know how long he's going to do it for, right? I don't know how long he's going to continue to use the Bob Chapek thing. Maybe another year at most is what he's got. Some people believe it, I guess.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't.
We will see how it all plays out. Interesting stuff. Graph Web says hashtag cancel Disney Plus FFS. For fuck's sake, maybe. Let's see. Thomas Smith says, I hope I kept. Yeah, I know, man. I'll fuck that one all up. I'm a little retarded. Thomas Smith says, I hope there's climate activists in the road. Kelly Paulson, member message for a month. Thank you, SBZ. Have been deleting minorities since San Andreas. Let's see. Elon, go fuck yourself, Musk. Hey, that's my thumbnail too, by the way. Oh, hi, Bob. Let's see. Tobias Nexus. I want to see what they do with the multiplayer. That's what kept 5 afloat for so long, and Red Dead Online hardly lasted at all.
That's a huge question that we haven't really, it isn't the main topic of discussion, right? But for however long the campaign's going to be, whether it's a couple days or how long it might take you to play that, what's really going to matter to them in the long run is if they can get people to play GTA Online in whatever this next iteration is.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what their plans are for that.
Yeah.
What do you think of some people like upset that it's not going to be on PS4 or Xbox X or whatever it is?
I don't think you got a strong argument there.
2025, dude. I mean, come on.
I know. I don't think you got a strong argument at all. As a matter of fact, I did see something, and we were going to talk about. I was going to bring this up on main event tonight. But this is a very interesting statistic right here. I got to find it because you brought up PS4 and all of that. Yeah, look at this shit, dude. This is wild. All right. Right here. PS5 and PS4 sales comparisons through 36 months. Look at those numbers, dude. That is crazy.
It doesn't feel like the PS5 has been that big, right?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't because of all the shortages and stuff like that. But yes, the PS5 and the PS4 and PS5 are neck and like it's literally even. You know what I mean? Because there's some room for error in there. You know what I mean? Probably, but like it's even. After 36 months, that is crazy right there. So yeah, I mean, I don't think you got a strong argument on this whole PS4 and the Xbox One argument at all. At the end of the day, this game's coming out in 2025. These games are going to be well into how many years would the PS5 be into its run at that point in time? Because we're like talking 2 years from now. There's no way. You can't ask for that. So
yeah, I don't think I saw a lot of people live footage of my PS4 trying to play GTA 6. And it was like that house that fucking blew up yesterday. Shit like that. It was great.
It's good stuff. Let's see here. Roland Newt says, looks to me like you'll be switching between female and male characters at least. I got modern Bonnie and Clyde vibes from that trailer.
Yeah, Lucia and Jason are going to be your 2 playable characters.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a lot of people saying like a Bonnie and Clyde feel. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see how it ends up. Another white boy falling for temptations of a Latina, tale as old as time.
Yep, I heard that. Yeah, I mean, again, this is where like you are justified in having your criticisms or your concerns if you're having those. We've seen way too many things that have been ruined by identity politics and nonsense. I just based on the trailer itself, I thought it looked really good, and I had no issues with it from that perspective at all. So time will tell. But don't let anybody tell you that you can't be concerned or have your valid criticisms. I'm sick and tired of people not letting people have their opinions or trying to shame them for those opinions. Fuck that. Fans' voices matter, and that's the bottom line right there. All right, what else we got, Ryan?
Well, really, I wanted to talk about GTA and Disney. So, but yeah, this is what I mean. Like they were trying to recreate some actual fucking Florida moments, right? And this one is the best one. Like this shit is real. This actually fucking happened.
Yeah, these are awesome, and they really did kind of capture a lot of that. And again, that's what I appreciated from it the most was some of these viral moments. Because again, typically, I'm not into the whole social or kind of modernizing of something. Like, this is GTA. We all expected this is what they were going to do. You know what I mean? That they were going to move into something like this. So that all worked for me. There's nothing that didn't work for me from that trailer, just from a standpoint of just them doing what needed to be done. Ryan called it perfectly yesterday when we were talking about the trailer, and he basically said, like, this is what's going to be, and that's what it was, and not a big surprise there at all. What's interesting, like you said, though, we're probably a year away from hearing any new updates. That's it.
Yeah, like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That it really is that we've waited 12 years for this trailer, and now this is all we're going to be talking about for forever. Because it's all we have. And now all the fucking leakers and Scuba, they're all going to fucking recreate, or they're going to recycle all this stuff that they've been doing for the last however long. There are channels that are just dedicated to a new fake GTA scoop every single day.
Yeah.
Right? That get like freaking millions of views.
Yeah.
That's the hype there is for the game. This is going to be the biggest game launch of all time.
Yes. Yeah. And it will, like, I don't remember what the GTA 5 numbers were, but I can look that up, or you can look that up really quick. But so again, GTA 5 is the single biggest entertainment property ever. It's like individual game, movie, piece of entertainment ever. It's GTA 5, and it's not even, I don't think it's close. I don't think it's remotely close. I think it's so far ahead of whatever second place is, and that is kind of crazy to me. Didn't GTA 5
it's like 190 million units, almost 200 million sold?
Yeah, but then you add like GTA Online and all that, like the profits and all that. It's astronomical. You know what I mean? GTA 5 made $1 billion in first 3 days.
3 days, the fastest property to make $1 billion. The
Jeez.
fastest selling entertainment product ever.
Man, if only COVID wasn't around all those years ago, it would have made $3 billion, according to Bob Iger.
Now, of course, this could be a long time ago, so who knows what's happened since then. But yeah, initially, like the first 2 or 3 days, GTA made $1 billion, followed by like Call of Duty in 15, or Call of Duty Black Ops 2 made that in 15 days. Modern Warfare 3 made it in 16. Avatar made it in 17. The rest were like movies.
See, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, there was all these people celebrating all this. Again, the fucking sick freaks out there, man. This is the first ever female protagonist in GTA. And it was like there were 4 women you could pick in GTA 1. But they all were wanting to celebrate this, and I saw,
never played that one.
So I saw community notes was hitting people yesterday that were putting this is the first ever GTA female protagonist lead or some bullshit like that. And it's like that's all they care about. That's all they care about. That's their number one focus, is the identity politics involved in it. And I'm just like, shut up. All of you fucking weirdos, just shut up. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. It's sad that we have to comment on this every time. It's like when I was watching the trailer, you obviously have to address it because all the freaks out there are going to address it, because that's all they care about is race and gender. That's all they care about. That's their total obsession in life, is to focus on that. Let's see. Gremlin says, how long do you think they change how long do you think until they change the term from Latina to Latinx? I mean, Steph's a big advocate of that. She really wants everybody to refer to the Latinas to Latinx. That's something Steph's been saying for a long time. So I don't know why.
How dare you?
I just
I would never advocate for that.
I knew
Never.
you would pop in
If you
here.
do that, I would be fucking pissed. How dare you? Don't slander me like that, dude.
I knew she'd pop in here and defend herself. I knew it. So
the fact that this thing has 72 million views or whatever, we just played that Grand Theft Auto 5. That has 98 million views in 12 years.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. So
this is almost there in 16 hours. What do you think of like Rockstar's response? Like, obviously, so my initial reaction video got blocked by Take-Two, even though they'd released it on YouTube. I personally think that they probably had all those like AI bots set up to block anything and copyright claim stuff because they didn't want it to leak out.
Yep.
And they made the decision to just release it. Probably took a couple hours to actually filter those downs and or filter that down and get it taken care of. Eventually, they unclaimed everything in like 30 minutes, and it was fine. But I think it was absolutely the right decision to do what they did. Be like, they could have tried to strike people, but once it's out, it's out. So the fact that they just were like, hey, looks like our trailer leaked. Go watch it here. I thought it was the perfect reaction.
Yeah, I actually thought it was a really good reaction. And the way they handled it, they just kind of threw it out there. But yeah, I think that's exactly what happened, because I don't know how long it leaked before they released the trailer. What was the window there?
I mean, I don't really know. I saw it all within like a 30 or 45 minute time frame, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, the way they handled it was perfect. I had no problem with that. Speaking of handling something, we talked about this yesterday, with Fortnite and the movement and the criticisms, and we even saw some people that were affiliated with Epic that were trying to defend this bullshit as well. But individuals is fine, but the official Fortnite account did address it, and they addressed it the right way. Let's talk about movement. To be honest, it took us a few days to get used to it during our play tests. We don't have to get into all that, but the bottom line is to say right here, we're listening to your feedback on this and definitely hear the concerns in this early stage. We're hoping that you'll consider this update and that it starts to feel natural over time. We're still here for you, and every day we strive to make things better. Thanks for everything. That's all they had to fucking say. That's all they had to say. That's a perfect fucking response. That's all they had to say. And they did it. So that's the way you respond right there. I still think it's a big problem. I don't like the movement. I've played it more. I don't like the movement. It is very distracting. It's a problem. And I think they're gonna have to step in and fix it. It's not game breaking, but it is distracting. It is distracting, so we will see. But yeah, that's where we are with it right now. And so I wanted to at least make sure we noted that they did address it as a company with their brand account, and that's the way you should respond to these things right there. So even if they have people that are involved with Epic Games, that the weirdos that have pronouns in their bio responding saying, I can't believe people are sending death threats. It's like, oh my God, there's like a few fucking bot accounts that are saying some horrible things. Okay, great. 99% of all the criticism is people just simply saying you fucked up the game. If people can't say that, then what the hell are we doing? You know what I mean? If people can't say you fucked up on the video game that I've been playing for the past 5 years with this update, if that is toxic, then you don't deserve to be on the internet at this point. Jesus Christ. And so many people are like, these responses are horrible. No, they're not. There's a few people that you can point out if you want to, but don't sit there and act like that's the majority of comments, because it's not. The majority of comments were people saying you should be fired. Well, if you fuck up something, you probably should be fired. Yes, there's nothing wrong with saying that. Doesn't mean the person has to be fired, but don't sit there and act like that there's something inherently terrible because someone said you should be fired. My God. I've been fired from Friday Night Tights 100 times in the past 2 weeks. Welcome to the internet. Good Lord.
That's the right response. And that's kind of why I was asking like some of the questions if they had responded yet yesterday when we talked about it. And yeah, it's 100% the right thing. And that's what we talk about whenever it's any of this stuff, whenever you're talking about actors in a movie that's getting a lot of bad feedback. Take Ron Howard, right? The Solo movie that was an absolute bomb. Remember what his initial response was to that? It was, hey, we felt like we made a good movie. We felt like we did everything we could and we were happy with it. But, I hope you guys give it a chance. It's sorry to hear that not everybody likes it, but we thought we gave it a good effort. Like that shit, that's a fine response. Mm-hmm. What you don't want to do is sit there and disparage the people that are your customers and tell them that they're wrong or whatever. So I like that response from Fortnite. Hey, we introduced these things. Here's some more details if you didn't know quite all that we did. We hope you get used to it, but we are listening to your feedback and we'll evaluate it going forward.
Yep. That's it. That's all you got to ask. That's all you got to say when people bring it up, is just respond like that. I see Gary's in the chat. What's up, Gary? And that's all, man. I don't know why this is complicated. It really is. Is when you hire these arrogant fucking people and put them in positions of power, they feel like they can't accept any, any feedback from the fans. So, is what it is. All right,
Jeremy. I know. Again, used to go to Disney all the time, like all that stuff. How much it usually cost you when you went on a family trip to Disney?
it's hard. Like, I mean, back in the day, because I see it's changed so much because they used to have military rates for people that had like military family or whatever. They had the annual rates for Florida residents. I never bought the daily tickets when I was going because I always had the annual pass. But it used to, like, I feel like it was around like $60 per day when I first started going, I think, for the average person. $60 a day, $60 a day. Now, good God, dude, it's like $150 a day, I think, right now. It's insane.
Well, what if you're Nick Cannon and have 12 fucking kids?
Holy crap.
Nick Cannon, father of 12, reveals he likely spends $200,000 a year taking his kids to Disneyland.
Jesus.
That's kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot of $250,000 a year taking kids to Disneyland. Now, when you got that many, I guess you can at least say, oh, I understand why it might cost so much. That's a lot of fucking dough to drop, man.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh,
that's a lot of dough. Look at Nick Cannon. like, man, fucking broke now.
Oh, man. That is unbelievable. Holy crap. Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass. How about that? How many
He's
kids?
Got too many damn kids. 12.
12.
They're cheaper by the dozen.
What's the football player's name's got so many?
Hold on. He's a defensive back.
Antonio
Cromartie.
Yes.
Antonio Cromartie's got so many damn kids he can't remember them.
There's that video where he couldn't remember their names.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find that. Antonio Cromartie can't remember his children's names.
Yeah, Phillip Rivers has a ton of kids too. Phillip Rivers still drives a minivan.
But they're all with one woman. Like he's married to her. You know what I mean? Like
oh man. Shout out to Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is real, man. He's a real one, man. Drives a damn minivan. So
where are we? I'm trying to
Cromartie
find it.
has 14 known children, says Grand Admiral Adam. 14 known.
Imagine having to quantify it like that. Let's see.
There you go. Okay. When you're on the football field, you have to turn, all the aggression on. But as soon as you leave and get home, you got to be that father figure, that husband.
There you go. That's sweet. Now list your kids' names, please. Here we go.
Alonzo, who is 5. I have Karis, who is 3. I have my junior, which is 3. I have my daughter who just turned 3 as of.
Man, you got a lot of kids that are 3. How does that work?
Yesterday, I have another son named Tyler. He turns 3 in December. We got another daughter that was born October 16th named London. Another daughter that was born named Leilani, who's 2 years old. And I have my newborn with my wife. Her name is Jersey.
There's like 4 or 5 of them. He couldn't remember their names.
There's a lot that he couldn't remember, and he's had like 5 more since then.
Good Lord, man.
This is 8 years ago.
Whew. That's crazy, man. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Imagine having like 5 3-year-olds running around.
No,
5 different baby mamas.
Jeez. What is Nick Cannon even doing these days? Is he like
he's
the last
out?
The most relevant thing Nick Cannon's ever done has been destroyed by Eminem back in the day. That's about the most relevant thing he's ever done. I know he was in a couple movies. He was on that MTV show Wild 'N Out, but the most relevant he's ever been was when Eminem just annihilated him.
He did Drumline, right?
Drumline. There you go. Yeah. Oh wait, dude, I can't stand Nick Cannon, dude. I
He
can't
does like some
stand him.
hosting shit sometimes for like random stuff. I don't know if it's like TV shows or like big events or whatever. He does hosting stuff sometimes, but I don't really know.
Does he host the Masked Singer? Okay. Yeah, I've only seen like clips of the Masked Singer, so I've never
Not
watched that
interested.
show. I've never watched that show in its entirety. But there is that one clip of like Chris Daughtry when he did it, which was crazy, dude.
I feel like Nick Cannon's Wild and Out was kind of a big thing back in the day on MTV, right?
I guess. I mean, I guess it was a pretty big deal. I don't know. I just, like I said, when I think Nick Cannon, the first thing I think about is Eminem destroying him on that album. That's it. Was it Bagpipes Over Baghdad? Is that it? The name of the song? Back when M actually had balls. God, Eminem's so fucking soy now. But he used to be awesome.
Elon, go fuck yourself, Musk for 2. Hail and see you in 11 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you. We fixed it.
Roderick says by the year 2050, 10% of the Earth's population will be related to Antonio Cromartie.
Like fucking Genghis Khan.
Bagpipes from Baghdad. Is that what it was? Okay. Bagpipes from Baghdad. That's the name of it? Okay.
Bombs over Baghdad.
Was it Bombs Over Baghdad? Is that it?
Well, I think you were mixing
No,
those
I
two
know.
up.
I know.
Vault 95 Survivor for 2. I wonder if GTA 6 is going to be a ripoff of Catalina and Claude's story from GTA 3 where she betrays him, or for woke feminism, he betrays her and that's why she's behind bars. But it looks like she got out. But yeah, I mean, maybe. Contemporary Compendium for 2. Regarding not 1 second of gameplay, GTA doesn't usually use full CGI cutscenes. I've always remembered them using actual gameplay for their cutscenes, but I could be wrong. I mean, maybe they do in-engine stuff. I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe this trailer is going to get revealed. It's all in engine. I don't know. But I don't really know how they're made, but I understand what you're saying. It's also a different time. But to me, that trailer is very reminiscent of the last GTA trailer we saw. Peter Gorambe for 10. Happy St. Nicholas Day 199. Is it St. Nicholas Day? All right. MAGA Sandra, member for 8 months. Hi to my G&G community. Love y'all. Thanks for the gifty. Just bought a new Kia Rio, so super chats will be at a minimum going forward. Hail the 199. Congrats on the new car.
Congrats.
Even though it's a Kia. Danish bacon for 100 Danish krones. Looking at a big booty Latina run is a great game in itself. Hey, I'm excited for that. She looks well proportioned. Black Lives or Black Knives, member for 8 months. MCU fans' cooch must be burning at these Disney L's daily. Dark Ultra for 10. GTA 6 female protagonist looks like she's going to be playing a more masculine role, while the male protagonist looks to be taking a more feminine back seat, but only time will tell. I mean, she was definitely the focus for the trailer, but looks like they're in it together.
Well, if you look at I think that's officially released cover art of, and it shows him in front and her.
Yeah, that's like the art. That's the GTA art is Jason in front, Lucia behind with her arms around him sitting on a car.
Yep, here.
Objectively a cat. I think I put it in the thumbnail. Objectively a cat, member for 10 months. Even in the unlikely event that Bob Iger did step down, it would be a meet the new boss same as the old situation. Disney won't change. He's not stepping down. I mean, all the headlines of him quitting and him stepping down are about him in 2026 stepping down.
Yeah. So that's basically what the cover art's going to be right there. So, but I think the whole thing looks really good. I think the whole thing looks really good.
I like the vibe of I forget what they're calling it. They've already got the name of the state out there, which is basically Florida. I forget it. Ryan Guy, member for 5 months. You see the finalists for Time Person of the Year? Xi Jinping, the leader of a failing nation, and the Trump prosecutors are the finals. No word of the actual most influential person in the world. I mean, I saw some of them. I saw Vladimir Putin was a finalist. I saw the Trump prosecutors are finalists, and some other people. You think Elon would be on there?
Yeah, it's kind of like anything else back in the day when we used to talk about like an NFL, like Tom Brady should be MVP every year, LeBron James should be MVP every year in the NBA. Elon Musk and Donald Trump should be the most important person in the world every year at this point in time. I mean,
Well,
there's
and
nobody else more influential.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily. So it's like, again, it's not even like a good guy, bad guy type of thing. Necessarily. That's why Vladimir Putin, like, I'm sure Time Magazine hates Putin, right? But it's kind of who do they think had the most influence on the world? Which the idea that the Trump prosecutors are on there is so fucking
It's
cringe
so
and stupid.
it's so ridiculous. It really is. Did you did you see the tweet from Drama Alert yesterday?
About the transgender. Yeah, I know. A Google search exists. How retarded. I'm glad they got fucking ratioed.
They
on
got
that.
crushed. Right here it is. So when I saw this, I'm like, get the hell out of here, Drama Alert, Keem. First look at GTA 6 female protagonist. She is rumored to be transgender. God, man.
But look at the response though. Scroll down. Here. So rumor source, they pulled it out of their butt.
Yeah, I know.
Google's free, right? Reddit post from a year ago. Grand Theft Auto 6 first ever female protagonist, a trans woman? Exclamation point, question mark. It's just like a bullshit rumor from Reddit from a year ago with 6 comments on it. With 6 comments, that's it.
Hey man, I respect it. Respect the grind, whatever. I think it's funny. So I don't buy it, but I think it's funny.
Exalted Patriarch for 6 months. 6 months has flown by. Swiggin' ain't easy. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Sophie, member for 9 months. 199 Conspiracy. Jeremy deleted ads so Gary couldn't fire him anymore. Stay safe, everyone.
Hey, gotta protect your friends. RIP to the Silverback. Sam, member for 2 months. Chris did a really good job hosting G&G Play last night. Good stuff. Yeah, they play Fall Guys, I think. So yeah, I was out of it, man. I couldn't do Cobra Cast or anything. So my apologies, everybody. Jacob P, member for 7 months. I don't see Ryan being a Trump voter. Am I wrong? I voted for Donald Trump twice. And if he's on the ballot, I'll vote for him again. There you go. Beardo's reading comprehension 199. Y'all see Beardo and Jade touch tips last night? No, I'm glad I didn't. Kratos for 499. I wasn't saying it wasn't the same. I'm referencing the final product. I like the trailer, but I like the look of AW2, and we know what happened. Yeah. Bustin Honor back for 199. GTA 6 looks dope. Thank you, Bustin Honor back. Tobias Nexus for 5. A massive controversy brewing is Disney's tagline these days. Just go back to making family movies, making furry bait, and maintain your damn parks. You always got to slide that in there, Tobias. You just can't make a fucking, like, you can't have a tweet or a super chat that's not something about degeneracy. This person's really upset. How's this channel not banned from YouTube? Because we get to meet super chats. We make them money. That's right. Also says politics much. Oh, are you? Are you bothered, Alex? Okay, Alex. I'll be right back, Alex. Go fuck yourself. Hang on just a minute, you piece of shit. Yay. Patrick Kelly for 199. Is Bob Iger basically Xi Jinping? Maybe. Call him Pooh Bear. Bush and Ryu Cat for 5. I won't touch GTA 6 campaign, but if they sell it online separately, I'll pay for that and run around with the G&G crew if you'll have me. Hail 199. Hey, let's plan on it. 2 years from now, let's make plans. When that thing eventually comes out. Cartoon Post for 2. Disney is just a soulless corporation now. All right. Now, Alex, you got a problem with politics? Alex? Are you still there, Alex? We want to hear your tears. Okay? Are you bothered? Are you bothered? Are you crying right now? All right. I just want to know. Are you uncomfortable? All right. Continue, Ryan. Elon, go fuck yourself, Musk for 2. Oh, hi, Jeremy. LOL. G-Man for 5. I like the new FN movement, but I have a huge problem with the locker interface. Oh, Fortnite movement. Huge problem with the locker interface. I spent hours meticulously assigning raps to each character. Honestly, a lot of people have a problem with the locker interface for sure. I've seen that. It's the locker interface, the medallions, and the movement. I think the medallions make a lot more sense, and you just need to learn how to use them. From a gameplay standpoint, I don't love the medallions, but hey, it is what it is. It's a learning curve to that. the movement, I think, is a huge problem for sure. And so there's a couple of different issues. I think the medallions is as a valid of a concern, though. That's just something they've added, and if you know how to utilize it, it works. So,
Sir Hatford too. Jeremy saying singer like finger always gets me. You do say singer, which is kind of
what are
strange.
you talking about?
You say singer with a hard GER.
I like hard GERs.
Well, I know you do. I'm just saying. Most people don't say that. Because it's sing. It's not sing. I'm not gonna sing you a song. I mean sing you a song. So it's a singer. Taker for 2. Rumor is Switch 2 reveal coming in January. How long has that been a rumor for?
Dude, man, that's the Switch 2 is about as bad as the Switch 2 rumors is about as bad as the GTA rumors at this point in time. So,
Crit Nature for 20. Hey Jeremy, since you're living in Florida, I'm curious how similar is the shown footage of buildings, etc., Vice City, aka Miami, in the trailer to actual Miami? A short breakdown from the trailer from you would be interesting.
no, it's definitely Miami vibes. Miami, basically South Florida, because there's like 3 different versions of Florida. It's kind of like how you have California, so different. You know what I mean? But like you have northern, like the Panhandle, which is kind of where I'm from. That's the redneck Riviera. That's lower Alabama. That's where I'm from. Then you have the Central Florida area, which is obviously where we were located with G&G, which are Orlando, Tampa, all of that, which is a whole different vibe. It's honestly like this area is more blue. This is about the bluest area of Florida in Orlando. And then South Florida, which all of that is kind of based off the South Florida vibes right there. So it's 100% authentic as hell. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it to me, it's going to be very similar to what we saw in GTA 5, which was the state of California. Like you could obviously go to different parts of it and it felt different. So thought that was good. Tobias for 5. To be fair, Ryan, Disney did corner the market on it a long time. It makes tons of cash if done well. Just ask Nintendo or Sony. I bet it does. Degeneracy sells to degenerates like Tobias, freaking Nintendo fans. But Jeremy, we're all caught up.
We are all caught up. Well, we have Tuesday night's main event tonight. We're going to talk more about GTA and many other things as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And then probably play the new update of Fortnite after that over on Geeks Gamers Play. Not sure yet, but we had a great crowd today. So I really appreciate it. Appreciate all of you being here. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being supportive. The 199 backpack over on 221B Tactical. Go get it. They're on pre-order right now. Once they're gone, they're gone. You're not going to have another opportunity. If we sell 199, 199, we're going to give away 10 for free. I think we're like halfway there. I'm not exactly sure where the number's at. I was my expectation was always if we could just move 100, but if we could move 199, that would be great. And obviously, if we hit that stretch goal, we'll give some free away. So, can somebody drop a link really quickly? Let's see. There it is. Thank you, Steph. Pinned message. So the link right there is in the description. So if you guys are interested, please go over there and check it out. And other than that, Tuesday night's main event. What do you got going on, Ryan?
Just making. I'm getting a haircut today. That's my big thing for the day. Also, big shout out to the Rumble audience. We had almost 400 people watching there yesterday. We got 383 today.
Nice.
So shout out to you guys over there. We appreciate you.
Drop that link over there, Steph, really quick over on the Rumble side. And you guys, if you're interested, go check out that tactical backpack from G&G and the 199. And as soon as you get that over there, can I pin and Rumble? I'm not sure. We got a couple more super chats. I'll let you grab, Ryan.
I'm not sure. Golden Nuggets for 5. Alex, go EV yourself. I'm in a hospital tomorrow getting cancer removed. GTA trial looked okay. Have to wait and see. Thank you, Golden Nuggets. And good luck on that, buddy.
Did he even? Yes, Golden Nuggets. We got you, brother. Did the guy ever comment back that he just started crying when he saw the red MAGA hoodie? Whew, I bet he was upset. I bet he was mad. Bjorn says Jeremy is bald, right? 100%. No hair on my head. I'm bald.
Left Town Media for 5. You watched the video on how Star Wars was saved in the edit. sort of, but not really. I don't
What?
think I've watched that video.
I have not seen that.
How Star Wars was saved in the edit was saved in the edit, sort of, but not really. I don't think I've ever watched that video. No,
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
not that I can imagine. But all right, Bush and Ryucat for 2. Will G&G stream the award show? 199.
When is the when's the Game Awards? It's coming up soon, right? Like, is it? I'm not interested to stream it. I think they hit people when they stream that, but I'm not positive. But I'm just interested in roasting the Game Awards, pretty much. So, but I don't know. We're definitely going to talk about it. Obviously, the Game of the Year discussion is interesting, but I'm not overly looking forward to the Game Awards, other than just kind of making fun of it. That's pretty much it. So, all right, guys, thank you so much.
Oliver Morgan for 5. Kind of stupid to send someone money to tell them you don't like them. Keep up the good work.
Hey, I am all about people sending us money to tell us how much they hate us. It's a really good business model. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.